In this video, we're looking at a aftermarket GoPro accessory which has excited me more than almost anything else I've ever seen. From Sena, this is the Bluetooth pack for GoPro. And what it is a backpack for your GoPro that allows it to receive Bluetooth audio from various devices. These can include something like the Sena SPH10. This is just a multi-purpose intercom Bluetooth headset, which is super awesome and cool. Or it could be as simple as just any audio Bluetooth headset you have for your phone. You could use something like one of the other things that Sena makes, which is really cool, is a mic to Bluetooth adapters. If you want to use any high quality audio mics, you could plug them into this Bluetooth transmitter, and then your GoPro would be wirelessly able to receive those audio signals, which would keep your post work almost to a minimum, because then your audio is recorded directly onto the camera and there's no need to sync audio in the future. So go ahead and open this up. A very large and substantial user's manual is the first thing we find, with some warranty cards and then multiple languages. They also include a frame. Because the Bluetooth pack for the GoPro connects to the GoPro via the USB port, it's necessary for them to include this extra frame, which you see on the side here has this cutout for the bridge, which is used to connect the two USB ports. Next up is the Bluetooth backpack itself, and this is a really awesome looking backpack. You can see there's, unlike on the GoPro backpacks, this port, the Hero port here, is empty. So it's just a space filler to make sure it connects properly. It connects to our GoPro just like a normal backpack. Plug it in there. And then they also include this USB bridge, which plug into the two USB ports here, just like this, and thus connect the Bluetooth backpack to the GoPro camera. So this means now that any audio this receives will be sent directly into the GoPro as a microphone. Now the Bluetooth backpack has microphones on it, so it can record both the Bluetooth coming from your headset as well as the ambient noise around the camera. The frame works just like a normal frame. We bend it open, slide in our camera, and then close it back up, just like that. Next up is the SPH10 Bluetooth stereo headset and intercom. Included in the box is a Bluetooth headset, a boom mic, a mini microphone, a USB power and data cable, a stereo audio cable, and rubber ear pads. Go ahead and open this up. At this point, I think it's important to point out where Sena's heritage lies. They're traditionally a motorbiking intercom company. So they kind of specialize in making headsets for intercom and conversations between motorbikers. So lots of their headsets, like this one, are worked to connect to each other. So it can connect to multiple of these headsets, are able to connect together. And then they can also individually connect to things like audio sources, so your phone's music source, or GPS as an audio source, or cell phones. And then they have microphones they can use as a wireless Bluetooth headset, as well as intercom. So that's where they come from. This means that if you want to record voiceovers on some travel video you've shot with your GoPro, it's really easy to do, because if you're already a motorbiker and using a Sena Audio headset in your motorbiker helmet, you can very easily just pair that to your GoPro, and then your GoPro record the audio that you're listening to from your headset. So the first thing we find in the box is the headset itself. Sit right here. On one side here, we have a volume control, the main button, and then the phone button. And then there's a port down here where you can connect your microphone. On the right-hand side, we have an auxiliary input, as well as the USB port for charging. Also in the box, there's the boom mic and the mini mic. So this was a lot stubbier microphone. Then comes the accessories. The first thing we find here is a spare set of foam ear caps. Then there's a pair of rubber ear caps. So I guess if you're going to be using this in an area where it's going to be quite wet, you can put the rubber ones on. Then there's a mic cover. So there's two small ones for the mini mic and two larger ones for the boom mic. Then there's an auxiliary cable. So this is for the 2.5mm auxiliary input and the 3.5mm phone output if you want to listen to an iPod or something like that. And then there's a micro USB charging cable. So everything you need to get going with your headset here. With what the kits come with taken care of, let's find out how much better this makes the audio on the camera.
So when it came to do the actual listening test of this, I had trouble figuring out what would be the best way to test it. I tried to find a motorbike that I could try it on, but that didn't end up happening. So I decided instead to go with a little bit of a windy backyard. What I've got here is two GoPro cameras, both up in the frame. This one here is connected via Bluetooth to the Bluetooth headset that I am wearing, and the one on this one here
is recording just with its onboard speakers. We can already hear that the wind has quite an effect on the speakers of the camera, even though it's really not that windy here. If you were to take this up to speed, those speakers would become almost useless and you would not get any sound quality out of them. In comparison, the audio being recorded by this microphone is
pretty clear. The other thing that's really cool is I can actually get up and walk around with this mic and continue recording. We can hear that even from back here, the audio quality is still fairly good. The other GoPro right now is not even picking up my audio. This adds a lot of flexibility to your shooting situations and can allow for some really creative setup.
I think this accessory is definitely targeted at motorbikers or people planning to use their microphone at speed or in situations where they're not very close to their camera but still want to be able to record that audio on to their camera.
If you already have a Bluetooth headset embedded in your motorbike helmet or in your ski helmet or something like that, the investment in this backpack is great because it allows you to very easily pick up high-quality voiceover audio for your shot.
Backpack has another feature, and that's that it allows you to actually record via its microphones. So on the back of the backpack, it has two onboard microphones, and you can record via those either all the time and only with them, or you can have the backpack mix that audio with the audio coming from your headset. I'm currently not using that feature because in this close proximity to the cameras, I would actually be affecting the audio quality of, I would be getting an echo, so I would be recording my voice twice and that would lead to some very confusing audio. But if you're going to be using this over a great distance or far away, or it's mounted outside your car, or you put this down inside your outside your car or somewhere where it's not being able to pick up the voice that you're recording with your headset, that can be a really great feature.
In conclusion then, who is this mount for? Well, it's for someone who wants to be able to record high-quality voiceovers onto their GoPro directly when in situations where the GoPro's microphones do not allow that to happen. These would be high-wind scenarios or places where the GoPro's mounted too far away from you to pick up that audio. Places where I think this would be really good. Again, like we mentioned before, motorbiking is really critical for motorbiking because there's no way you're going to be able to pick up good voice on the GoPro's microphone. Most people who use or do voiceovers on their GoPros while motorbiking right now use a third-party recorder that they record inside their helmet and then mix the audios later. An accessory like this, because they're probably already recording that audio on a similar headset to this, are great because it saves a lot of time in post. If you want to use this skiing, you could definitely do something skiing or snowboarding where you record voice and then use those back microphones to mix with the
audio sound that's going on outside. There's lots of other scenarios I can think of. Driving, if you want to mount the camera far away from you or you want to mount it outside, you have high quality audio, you can just use a generic Bluetooth headset that you like that has good sound quality. That would also work with an accessory. So lots and lots of options.
I think this is a really cool and unique product, and I think there's a audience of people who are going to just love this thing, and it's going to make their lives so much easier and so much better. And then I think the other group, or probably the larger group of people, is never going to see a need for something like this and really does not need something like this. To me, this product is really cool, and it's one of the first GoPro backpacks I've seen made by a company other than GoPro, so that's really exciting. It's a little bit too bad, and it is actually really too bad that they had to use this jumper bridge to jump from their backpack into the GoPro, because I'm sure that the Hero Port has the ability to feed audio from the backpack into the camera. And it would have been really nice if GoPro had opened up their Hero Port standards enough to allow companies to design backpacks like this that could simply plug into that Hero Port and then completely remove the need for them to include this frame, and then also, because of that, would allow the camera to fit into the standard waterproof housings. One more thing, guys, I want to note is that if you want to use this Bluetooth audio pack in the waterproof housing, you're not going to be able to because of this jumper bridge. Sena actually makes a waterproof GoPro housing that's designed to work with the Bluetooth bridge installed.
If you guys want to check out pricing and availability of this, there's a link in the video description. It's surprisingly cheaper than you probably think, and it's a very cool accessory. It also comes with a frame, which is a big bonus because it's like getting a free frame mount, so that's pretty cool. This was another GoPro tips and tricks video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure you check out my channel, subscribe, and like the video. Until next time, thank you very much for watching.